What's up, Trekyeah?
What's up, Trekyeah fans?
Here we are in the sky in Medellin. We're in the sky.
The beautiful sky,
The
per se.
beautiful sky.
That's what this ranch
The
is called.
beautiful little sky.
And this is sunrise. Well, not sunrise anymore. It's now sunny day, per se.
This is sun.
And what you've probably taken note of already is all the spider webs below.
Yeah, there's a lot of spider webs down there.
And we're here for the big show.
And we're here, not only to see the spiders make quick work of the jungle below, but
There's
look
a
at
dog. A wild
we got
dog.
a wild sausage over here. Hey, buddy.
These guys are gonna bite the shit out of us.
Oh, he's excited, dude.
Fine, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
What's up?
You should have hung out with us before the trekking, bro.
Your wheeze is pretty loud, bro.
Get it
Your
out.
bark
bro.
sucks. What's up, dude?
Well,
Thanks for hanging
as you
out.
can see here, when you make your way into the
Yeah,
Colombian
like,
jungle,
you're gonna get that
You
hairball
will-
out.
you will find some wild dogs.
He's working on a hairball.
We're a little hungover today.
I'm not hungover at all, dude. Don't label me.
Beautiful. This is
I'm
actually
hungover
way
enough
beautiful.
for the three of us. Oh yeah, the sun
There's
is
been-
even up.
Where's my mic?
That's right. My mic's right here.
Okay. You're gonna want to get this. This is one of the most beautiful things we've ever seen. And that dog is not.
That dog is one of the most unbeautiful wheezes.
That
But
dog
it's
is
a
a
beautiful
good dog.
juxtaposition of nature's ugliest.
It is.
Which is beautiful.
The irony of it is beautiful.
This is probably what like Minnesota looks like.
Probably.
Beautiful. So we're talking about our month, I guess.
Yeah, for me it's
Sure,
been like
bird's
2
eye view.
months. I've got a story about when I flew to Colombia. I flew into Cartagena and I got out of the airport. I had like a 7-hour layover, so I got out of the airport to go get some good food.
Dog over here.
Yeah, different style.
We're filming a trekking.
We can hang out after the trekking, man.
Yes, it's trekking, dude.
Yeah.
Nah, he's not
He
into
knows
it.
about it.
He's not into it though.
Anyways,
He's camera shy.
I left the airport and I was taking a taxi. And on the way back to the airport,
Mike's over here.
in the taxi, I was like, I want to drive in Spanish. And the guy was like, he pulled over.
He thought you were Nick Cage.
And yeah, he thought I was Nick Cage. I was like, are you serious? And he said, yeah. And he gets out and we do like a Chinese fire drill. And in the middle of this, I mean, we were almost to the airport, like 5 minutes away.
Don't lie at all, okay?
Not lying at all. And I got to drive the rest of the way, which was pretty epic. I got to drive a taxi.
A stick manual shift ass.
Manual shift, little
Oof, duh.
taxi like Ford Fiesta or whatever in Cartagena,
A little scuttlebutt.
which was
Pretty good.
my
Pretty good.
first job in Colombia.
Was driving a taxi. How much did he pay you for that?
I was gonna charge him extra, but I ended up paying him extra
Oh.
because he let me drive a car.
We moved to a new place so that we can accommodate the Dorfman.
Yeah,
Wild
I
Dorf.
appreciate it.
The Wild Dorf.
And the new place is much better than our last. Besides one thing, and that is that the construction strikes back. And by now, if you've been following us, Mom or Dad, you know that construction in Airbnbs has been a bit of a plague for us.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
It truly is.
It's the men who keep on building.
We've got the most out of the developing world, you know. Like,
Yeah,
You
we've
really are.
got an appreciation for
For the builders?
how the
For
world
the-
won't stop going up.
the come up.
The come up, dude.
Yeah, so every morning they're pretty loud. They're using jackhammers every now and then, and there's sometimes men working and singing outside of Jason's window.
Yeah, sometimes I'll be sleeping at like a normal sleeping time, and then there'll be guys outside my window who think that I could be doing something more productive, and they prove it to me through sound.
They're just trying to like.
But I don't let it bother me.
That's
Is what I
epic.
try to do.
And that's epic. Yeah, I would say like we're handling this construction pretty well. And honestly, now it's died down mostly the time.
Except the other morning there was a guy singing while he was working. He was working quietly, but he was singing loud enough to wake me.
Sure.
Which, isn't
Did
that
you
bad.
memorize the words?
I didn't memorize the words.
That's too bad. I was hoping you could sing it for our guests on the show.
More of a whistling kind of a show.
So it would have been easier for you to memorize.
Maybe. If I was trying to be awake.
Before Walker got here, we tried to order Papa John's pizza. Got to try the local pizza stops.
Right, you don't want to miss out.
No.
Steal the show.
Definitely. And it is, of course, interesting to see how chains interpret pizza, and I love
Playing
pizza.
with recipes and whatnot.
So, anyway, we ordered online, which took like 30 minutes.
Just to put in all my info.
And they don't have an English website, and so we were using the Google Translate feature, and that was pretty brutal. We were adding I don't know, there was some funky words.
I put like my address as best as I can, and like my fake phone number, and then in the delivery instructions, like, hey, here's like the address copied and pasted from our Airbnb. Also, here's like my WhatsApp. Text me, but like I can't speak Spanish, so like I'll use Google Translate.
So please text me.
Yeah.
So then, 20, 30 minutes later, we get a call.
He's like, hey man, where are you? And I was like, okay, can you speak English? He's like, yeah. And I was like, all right. So I give him the address. He's like, you're way too far away. And I was like, oh no, man. Like, I can almost see you guys from here. Like,
we're not too far.
We should have walked, but you can certainly deliver here. He's like, what's your address? Tried it like 3 times. And he just like, then he's like, yeah, 1 second, and he just kind of did one of these for probably like 2 solid minutes, and then they hung up.
Yeah.
I was like, oh dang.
So then we never got our Papa John's pizza. That's
But
good.
we did make spaghetti.
We made spaghetti after that, and it was a little spicy.
It was a little spicy.
I had a birthday.
And we digress.
I had a birthday. That was sick.
You did have a birthday.
My
bud.
boys took good care of me. We were drinking aguardiente, which is apparently a thing here. Which also, they have liquor in like milk type cartons here.
And aguardiente is like the Colombian national liquor, basically, and it's like made out of like star anise, so it tastes kind of like black licorice, but not like, I hate black licorice.
It's aim.
But this is an okay drink,
Sure.
It's like it's fine. It's very light.
But this morning, on this side of the night, are you still loving it? Would you do a shot of it right now?
That might be key. That might be the way to do. But I think if I do, I'll never be able to stop, and that's where my life spirals out of
so-
control.
You want to do one for the big show?
So I won't do one right now, just because of the big show.
You know we're going to Nitro Circus later, dude.
Oh, we're going to Nitro Circus?
You saw Rob Dyrdek's Fantasy Factory on the way here.
Rob Dyrdek, this Trekyeah is most likely the one that would be ever dedicated to you.
Yeah, this is the one that we filmed before going to see you, Rob Dyrdek.
That's Rob. What's next, dude?
They've been listening to Metro Boomin nonstop.
Walker and I have been listening to a lot of Metro Boomin.
He's got the beats. He's got what you need.
Yeah.
And we'd like to make this segment Trekyeah's first official, unofficial album recommendation.
It's Metro Boomin.
YouTube, don't block us.
It's
Don't
not all
block us.
heroes. Not all heroes wear capes by Metro Boomin. But
Yeah.
you have to delete that bonus track
Gotta
featuring
delete
Drake.
the bonus track featuring Drake.
We don't listen to bonus tracks
Featuring Drake.
And that's the bare facts, folks. It's
I'll-
got Sway Lee.
It's in Fairfax.
It's got Travis.
True, it's got 21.
It had Drake.
It had
Deleted it.
Bladed.
But it's 12 tracks. Used to be 13
Very good.
of absolute bangers.
Anyways, moving on. I've been feeling earthquakes. I
felt a fake
I felt
earthquake.
one. No,
It was
there was
fake.
a real
It
one.
was
But I
fake.
was feeling them in Bogata, no doubt. I was up on the 6th floor, and I'd
No
be just
doubt,
sitting
huh?
on the couch. And all
Was
of a
people
sudden,
around
the
you
couch
feeling
starts
them?
Yeah.
Were you feeling wavy?
Confirmed wavy.
And I would
earthquake.
check. The earthquakes are wavy, yeah.
Oh, it's a
I would
beast.
check online. I mean, you can see, and there'd be like, hey, there's an earthquake a little ways away from you just a little bit ago. That's how it works.
That's how that works.
That's
Jason and I
how
haven't
it
felt
is.
any earthquakes, though, if that gives you
No,
any
which is
hint.
kind of strange.
I
If you
did
ask
feel a
me,
big
something little
one.
funny going on with this man's
Did
Richter
feel a big
scale.
one the other day. Maybe a lot. Some
this
people
man's
are,
internal Richter scale.
It's a little wonky.
Some
a little
people are more in
wonked
touch
out.
with the earth than others. Notice one of us is not wearing shoes.
Oh shit!
You know, the grass is not. You don't have to be afraid of it.
Sounds
bro.
like
you have
one
to
of
be
us
grounded
is a
into
little-
the grass. You have to be grounded into the grass, bro.
You should wear shoes. Is what you should have to do.
No, you
It's
see,
cold out, dude.
I
You're
will-
gonna get pneumonia.
Yeah, but I kicked
because
the
you
table
can feel
yesterday and broke my toe. Remember? So
During another earthquake of yours.
yeah, it was an earthquake, and I bumped a table with my stubby toes.
Yesterday we went to Guatapè.
Guatapè.
This giant rock in this.
It's one of the biggest rocks we've seen collectively.
One of the
together.
big, definitely
It's
one of the
beautiful.
biggest rocks we've been on top of together collectively
Absolutely,
as
dude.
well. It looks like a meteor spaceship just kind of nosedived into the ground, just
Right.
kind of stayed there.
It's the kind of thing that makes you believe in Scientology or a religion.
True. And one thing that's
Either.
interesting
And
about
those
it,
aren't mutually exclusive.
it's this natural wonder, right? Colombia has tons of them, and
Yeah,
Bunch of
it was
guys
just
being
it was a
dudes.
hilarious.
one of the interesting
question.
things about the rock is like
How big it is?
how famous he is, how many movies he's in.
Yeah, how many movies? Yes, bro. And how he stays
you know,
in such
hard
good
work.
shape at
Right,
41
hard work
years of
pays
age
off.
or whatever.
Anyway, they started painting the word Guatapè on it in like big letters because they thought it was gonna be cool. Yeah, and they got through half of it or something. Is
No,
what
like 2 letters.
2 letters.
This is what's left now.
Sure, and they began to. They realized how stupid of an idea it was, and it looks gross even today. You
Right.
see a big G on
They're
it.
like, wait a
Fine.
minute.
It's fine.
It looks
I'd
gross.
do it.
They
I
would
say
like,
finish it.
I said finish it.
They were like, wait a minute. Maybe this place is so cool because it's natural.
And not because there's a big white.
Not because
lettered-
we're writing stuff on it.
Yeah. Anyway, so that was interesting.
My head hurts.
Walker's head hurts.
My head is.
My friend
Just
Carly
fine.
is staying with us. That's been
True.
fun. This is true.
This is also true.
Typically, it's the guys who have a girlfriend.
gonna
Not
say,
to put any
dude.
labels on anything at all,
Or any guys at all.
or any guys at all.
Or just say, like, who would have what.
But typically, I'm solo as heck,
That's true.
and that's typically how it is. But not this month.
Not this month, indeed.
Nope.
We could say maybe Buddy here has been hit by the love bug.
Excuse me?
But we're alone.
But we are certainly alone.
And it's crushing.
And it's morally
the emptiness is-
defeating. Watch out, bro. There's a bug on you.
Sorry, thanks.
You can sense you're the only one who's emotionally stable.
I have another story. I gotta look at my thing in my note.
I've got a quick one.
Okay.
Fire away.
So get this, right? I go to this gym. I'm like, how much is it for a month? They're like, special promotion, $11.
Which is
Pretty cool.
epic.
And tell them about the time that you're really out of shape.
Oh yeah. So I haven't worked out in like 3 months, right? And I go to this gym the first day. I'm like, oh, time to get back in shape. And I look at my phone and I have these old workouts I used to do with Andy.
Your old
back in-
phone. Oh.
Oh, my old phone. Before it got smashed. But I go
Beast.
to do, I see these old workouts that Andy and I used to do in Bangkok, and I was like, oh, it's been forever. I'm going to do a day and a half of workouts. I got to kickstart, get back in shape. Fast forward, like-
That's so dumb.
Fast forward like an hour later, and I'm
Sorry,
like
bro,
getting
your
pretty
phone.
tired, right? And I go to leave, and I'm like saying bye to this guy in English, and he speaks Spanish, so we're using my old phone again to translate. And I'm like typing stuff. I was like, "Hey man, I'll be back soon or whatever." Thanks. And I give it to him. He's typing some message back to me, and I get real dizzy, and I think I'm about to throw up. And I don't want to throw up on this guy. He's a good guy. I don't really want to throw up on anyone, no matter how much of a
Which
good
is
guy.
really quite respectable
It's
of
a
you.
good.
and
I think it's a good quality to have. in me.
it's yes.
But so, anyways, I almost passed out. The next day when I came back, they're like, "Hey man, did you eat lunch? Like, do you have diabetes? Like, you can't be like almost dying in here." I was like, "Yeah, sorry guys, went a little too ham, but we're all good now."
We're all good now. When I was in Bogata, there was a day I was staying at this hostel, and there was a day when
The earth stood still.
The earth stood still, and everything just fucking... we're at this hostel in Chapinero in Bogota, and people are like, hey, don't go outside. There's like... There's a... Oh, wow, this is a terrible story. So...
Don't worry, I'll cut it.
We're outside. There's this time in Bogota. Okay, here we go. we were in Bogota. I was in Bogota.
Oh,
Whoa,
the spider saw chainsaws are getting
Yeah.
They're starting to make spider guts. It's body armor.
So anyways, one day in Bogota. Bless you.
Oh.
So anyways, this one day in Bogota.
You okay, bud?
Oh.
Yeah, you okay?
You can continue your story.
Dude.
So anyways, one day in Bogota.
I'm listening, bro.
Here I am in Bogota. And
Get this right.
get this, the windows are open and I can feel it, like the air makes my nose kind of sting a little bit. I was like, oh, my friend goes, that's tear gas. I was like, bet. And anyways, there was a riot down the street at the university between the university students and teachers and the police. And there were, in Colombia, there's a lot of governmental corruption. And when the politicians take money, they usually take it out of the university budget. Like the universities are getting defunded almost. And they're all public here, which is supposed to be pretty good. Except for when things like that happen because of governments. But the government called and they were throwing tear gas. And I went out to go to the bank and saw just people, going about their day, walking normally. Like nobody was like in a panic near me, but we were down the street from the panic. And people just walking normally, but then like covering their eyes, like covering their mouth, like coughing, bleeding out of their face, crying into their milk.
Into their milk?
Yeah, it was epic.
One thing that's cool about Medellin is it's very green. There's lots of trees and like.
Some people call it Green.
I've never called it that, but.
Sure.
I said some people, dude. I didn't say everyone.
You could also say you could call it that, because you could.
Now we want to hear you say it, dude.
Medellin.
Medellin.
I showed you that.
I showed you that. That was in sync, bro.
What's cool is when you like the direction we're headed like towards the airport is where this ranch is, and you go up the mountain or the giant hill per se. Up the show, and you get to look down on the city in the big bowl that it is in. It looks like a nice. It's like if
fruit salad.
It's like if you had a bowl of cereal and just left all the cereal lined the entire bottom of the bowl.
With no milk?
With no milk, just cereal. Just dry cereal.
It was a beautiful bowl and a beautiful type of cereal.
Definitely. And then also, I don't remember if we talked about it in the last one, but cycling here, like bicycling, is a huge thing.
Yes.
So we're like riding out here, and like it was on Sunday when we were on the way out here, and you just had tons of people riding their bikes. All like apparently they ride like to the airport and back, which means going up this giant mountain and coming back down, and it looks miserable, but everybody's loving it. Anyway.
Everyone is loving it anyway.
For sure. We had this El Enchilito yesterday. That was good. Yeah. Got a garbage platter.
Walker made me laugh so hard
You sprayed.
Sprayed some beer on my friends.
Yep. He's owning up to it, and that's the first step.
I didn't have to say that in this Trekyeah.
You didn't have to, but thank you.
And you didn't have to not edit it out either. But
and I didn't have to spray it either. And that is a grand slam.
And with that, we'll end on the fact that Jason is
working on himself.
Jason is working on himself.
Next month, we're gonna be in Bogata.
Bogata, see.
Andy will probably be with us for the four big burrito boys.
Yeah. The four beef chunk men.
The
four chungus men.
at all, ever again.
And do you know what happens when 4 little chunguses get together? They
It
make
makes a
Combine
big
into
one
chunk.
big
chungus.
chungus.
Trekyeah Chung Show.
The Trekyeah chungus. So, we'll see you.
You'll see Andy trekking maybe right now. But if you don't, that was a sick trekking.
That was
We'll give
probably
you
our
one last
best.
shot.
That's probably our
Big
best
show.
trek-in, do you think?
Yeah, keep talking,
That's
guys.
probably the best
Probably
trek-in
the best
we've
trek
had.
I've ever had.
Besides number 7.
So that's number 7, and it's especially best when Jason can show that stuff.
Oh, it's real. It's a real dream.
This is a god dream.
This is an ultra nice dream.
This is an ultra nice dream.
This is an ultra nice trip. And that's a wrap.
That's a wrap, team.
Alright, so it's March. I don't really have a whole lot to share, so Jason, if you're watching this, you can X this if you want. But March was easily the craziest business month that we have ever had. It was absolutely bizarre. It made me want to like jump for joy and buy a yacht, but at the same time pull my hair out and kill myself. So, a little cryptic answer there, but it's been very great and very terrible at the same time. But fuck. This is so frustrating. I just realized, well, I'm leaving to Colombia in 7 days to meet up with them, or 10 days to meet up with them. God damn it. My passport's full, and I keep forgetting to get it fixed. I've never had a full passport before. I don't think it's just probably that common, but I need to get more space for stamps and stuff. So, I don't know, hopefully I can do that in time to leave. I have my ticket already. God, it's so annoying. Okay, I gotta go. That's all I have to say.